Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram, and this is Flosstube number 16. Today is Friday the 26th of August, I think. I have been in a mad rush to film this video because we have an insane weekend. This is our natural Liz hair. Normally I straighten it. And this is weird, but I need to get this filmed. So this is what we're stuck with this week. So if you're new, welcome to the madness that is my Flosstubes. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around for another one. I'll just jump in to a life update. It's fairly short. Move stuff out of the way. I'm at the end of week 3 of my new job. It is amazing. It is a lot of work. And I am exhausted. I'm so tired. But it's such a fantastic place to work, and the work's great as well. So I'm just really happy to be there. It's amazing. Let's see how many times I can say in this vlog, because it drives Ross batty when he's editing. And I try not to say it, but you know, he now knows like the wavelength of what my sounds like, so he can see when it's coming up when he's editing. Anyway, so this weekend is going to be absolutely flat chat. We have my grandfather's 1-year memorial on Sunday. And for those of you that are not Greek Orthodox, it's a pretty big thing. So I think there's something like 70 people invited, and we have to set up a hall, and it's going to be a lot of work. So my weekend is effectively written off. So what a fun time. I think that's pretty much it for life updates. Nothing else is happening. No, I think that's it. Just work and stitching. So let's jump into it. I do not have any finishes this fortnight. No surprise. Most of my projects are fairly big-ish. I don't think I'm going to have a finish for a while, unless I miraculously pull something out, but I don't think so. I do have a new start though, and this is a chart that I stumbled across. It's not even a cross stitch, but I stumbled across it on Etsy, because where else? And I fell in love with it. It's 100% back stitching. So I'm doing this with Sammie Liz, and Ali Stitches 310, I think is her Insta handle. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll have it linked down below. Sam and I are doing the Cinderella Castle, and Ali is doing... No, wait, that's wrong. Sam and I are doing the Sleeping Beauty Castle, and Ali's doing the Cinderella Castle. So this is my start. The needle's missing, which is, oh Lord. Oh no, it's in the project bag, it's fine. So this is my start. It's not, let me fold this. So it's literally just back stitch, and then there's some long stitches. I actually need to couch those down, but that's fine. So this is on an 18 count opal from Sew It All Australia. So it's not a traditional opal where the opal is weaved through the fabric. This one's actually sprayed on. It's like a fabric flare. You're not even going to be able to see it now because my lighting is crap. Anyway, it's there. Just imagine that it's glittering. But it's amazing. There's no hashtag for it, so if you can think of a hashtag, let me know, because I'm not really good at arranging a hashtag. So, you know, let me know one. That's the only new start I have. I did almost start something else today, but I don't need any more new starts, so I didn't start it. Let's just jump into my whips, because this video is already a mess. And let's be real, it's free range Liz. It's a hot mess express, so it was bound to happen. I need to like race through this, which I've said like 400 times. So the next thing I picked up is Diagon Alley by Country Magic Stitch. And this was my second Whip Go call for August. And it was to work on it for 5 days. I didn't really get that much stitching done in 5 days. So this is where I'm at. It got 871 stitches, and I just worked in the sky here and then in this section here. So there's a roof line coming in, and I stitched in some of the sky, and this is a 1/1 on 22 count. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but the stitches are so tiny, so it takes longer. Anyway, moving on. The next thing I picked up was an arbitrary August spin. So I'm doing them when I'm doing that when I don't know what to work on. And there's parked threads central on this one as well. Central, there's like 3. Let me just move that down. So this is Ahsoka by Owl's Head Design. And I did a whole 360 stitches, and this is where I'm at now. It's gonna look amazing. So I finished in this light blue here, and then I've just worked in that dark blue outline for the rest of her. And this is on an 18 count white. 2/1 full cross, because that's my happy place. All right, what else did I pick up? I think 2 installments of the Supernatural Stitch Along by the Witchy Stitcher have been released since my last video, and I am up to date, and I'm keeping up to date, and I'm so excited about it. So what a fun time. And this is where I'm at now. So you would have seen it up to the zombie last time. The next release was the gin, and the metallic I added is the little incense. It does have a proper name for it, and I can't remember what it is. But the little incense burner that's hanging off her. Why are you focusing on my fingers and not the cross stitch? This little incense burner here is in a gold metallic. And then the next release, the last release, sorry, was the angel. And the metallic, the glittery stuff, is the black in the wings and the white. So all of the wings are in Petite Treasure Braid. And I wish it would show up super sparkly, but it's not. Let's see if I can fold this even smaller. Anyway, you want to see the sparkle? It's on my Instagram. Clearly my camera is being stupid today. But I love it. I'm up to date, and I think this weekend's a break, and then the next release will have us officially 50% of the way through. So I'm so happy I'm keeping up on this. I want to keep up on it and finish it when it's meant to be finished, because her Cryptid Stitch Along is not finished. So that one is on an 18 count Menacing Storm by Crafty Laney. It was the April 2022 fabric of the month, and that's just stitched effectively with all the called for. I've just subbed out some Petite Treasure Braid for some added sparkliness. Speaking of cryptids, I pulled it out, and did I get some progress on this thing? Like, oh my god. It was only like 771 stitches, but it was 771 stitches to finish 3 of the cryptids. My needle just fell off. So this is where we're at. I have 3 cryptids left to go. So it is effectively everything that the witchy Meg, the witchy stitcher, released. However, I swapped out the Mongolian deathworm for this menacing little drop bear because straight up. So this was charted by someone in the Witchy Stitcher group. So much fun. Look at how cute he is with his little blood. Anyway, so yeah, so I finished the drop bear, Bigfoot, and the Kraken. So I have 2 more of Witchy's cryptids, and then the last one is something that Meg released that I've recharted to fit in this in the last space. So it's gonna be exciting when it's done. Did I even say how much? Yeah, I did. That's stitched on an 18 count that I T-dyed myself, just using the called for DMC because I was too chicken to try any subs or any fancy things at that time because I don't know why. The second last whip I have is another stitch along, and this is the Haunted Library Stitch Along by Lola Crow Cross Stitch. So far the prologue, the first part, the prologue has been released. And the next release I think is actually coming out tomorrow, and let's be real, I said I wanted to finish the first part before the next part came out, and I haven't. So this is where I'm at. I'm really hoping the first release is down here because then I can just stitch it in, but you know, if not, whatever, I'm going to finish the first part and then I'll move on to the next one. So this got 1,522 stitches to finish the side of the, or one set of stairs and part of the landing. And this is stitched on an, oh my god, what is 18 count vintage country mocha. Which is, I think the called for is vintage country mocha. I'm stitching it on 18 count because that's what I stitch on. I've literally just pulled this out of the Q-snap to show you guys. That's why there are marks. So I'm pretty much working on this every spare chance I get. In between everything else I'm working on, including 2 other stitch-alongs, which parts were released yesterday and today, which takes us on to my next whip. It's in the Q-snap. I'm not taking it out because I was working on it this morning. I have to frog it. Not all of it, just a small section, but it is the, I'm gonna need to stick something behind this. My notes. It is the newest release of the Touch of Magic Stitch Along by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So I've put in carve the P. I've done the outline of the U and the M in the red, and then I've done the star and I started outlining his ghost. Now, I got all the way here and I was connecting it and there was something wrong and I couldn't figure out where it was, and I figured it out. I missed a stitch in here and it threw the whole thing off. So I'm frogging it and then I'll go back in and restitch it so I can get this finished. Thankfully this release isn't too crazy, and I'll actually have a picture for us to put in because normally I finish it before I show it, but didn't happen. I didn't actually get any stitching in yesterday, otherwise I'd be further along. Alright, that's all my whips that I've touched this week. What a great time. I haven't done as much stitching this week as I would have liked to have done. Work has been crazy busy and I'm exhausted by the time I get home, that I think I do maybe 200 stitches in like 4 hours, which normally I can do 200 stitches, 180 to 200 in like an hour. So it's just been a bit crazy. My plans are to finish the release for Touch of Magic, finish the release of the Under the Sea Stitch Along by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. That was released yesterday. Finished the prologue of Haunted Library Sale. And then the part that comes out tomorrow, I want to get that finished. Next week is literally just going to be Sale Central. And then just whatever else. I think Whipco is going to be called tomorrow or the day after. So I need to find out what they are because I've still got a couple of finishes on my board. It's just a lot. There's a lot. Next weekend, just FYI Ross, I'm telling you now, next weekend we're not doing anything. I'm going to be stitching my little heart out all weekend. Yeah, I'm going to move on to haul and then that's all I got. So I do have a little bit of haul. My missing parcel. No, I forgot something. Oh no, where did I put it? Give me a second. I'm gonna pause the video and come back. Okay, I am back. So my missing parcel, I don't know if I explained this last week. I had a parcel go missing that shipped on like the 1st or 2nd of August, and then Australia Post had it at the Melbourne Airport Depot on the 4th of August. The Melbourne Airport Depot is like 15 minutes from my house. It sat there until I lodged an inquiry on Monday last week. And I'm like, where's my parcel? It's got important things in it. Being, you know, floss. And then it didn't move. It didn't move for like, I would have said, I think the first movement it had was Friday last week. So finally moved, finally got delivered on Tuesday, I think. Maybe Wednesday. I don't know. Listen, every day is blurring into each other. So that delivery was not the container. I already had the container, but all of the DMC for the Dark Queen of the Earth Stitch Along. And it's all bobbinated and pretty. So this was in my missing parcel, as was one of the petite treasure braids that is called for. So that came in. I also got 4 spools of Krynic for the Hummingbird Pixie. I was missing all of them. What I didn't realise is there's going to be some crinkle. Was I also ordered them from 123 Stitch. So I have two lots of them. You can never have enough sparkly, but I thought I'd cancelled one order, but clearly I didn't. In the order from 123 Stitch, because you know you can't just order a couple of spools of Krynic, I did get the other petite treasure braid needed for the Dark Queen of the Earth. So they're just in my little container. I do have the other one coming because I set a reminder for it to notify me when it comes back in stock. So I ordered it, and that's coming with something, because one petite treasure braid can't travel alone. So with the order at 123 Stitch, I did order 2 charts because I saw them, and then I said no, and I've been sitting on these for like 2 months before I decided on the charts. The first one is But I Believe It by Silver Creek Samplers. And I am obsessed with the sass of this. So it says, I have a lot to say, maybe you should get popcorn. And I love it because it's me. And then the second chart I got is also a Silver Creek Samplers chart, and the first time I saw this I was obsessed. I wanted to get this straight away, and I just sat on it, and then I finally decided. And it is Flying Lessons, and I am all about the spooky stitching. And I love this. I'm so obsessed with this. I want to start it. I'm not going to. I have other, oh, I was going to say other shit. I just did. I've got other shit I want to start, finish, work on. So it's not a priority. It's there. I want to rechart it on Max Stitch so I can chuck it in Pattern Keeper because Pattern Keeper is alive. Anyway, this video's been a mess. I've got a couple of other bits and then I'm gonna let you go watch somebody else that makes more sense. I also purchased myself some E6000 when I went to Spotlight to purchase something for a friend that I still have not shipped. Maybe tomorrow. I was meant to go today, but I've had stuff to do. So I got some E6000 to make myself some little needle minders, because I do have some Disney pins that I was going to trade, but I think I might just cut off back, turn them into needle minders, because why not? Alright, the next thing I have is part of Frogwarts. They had like these raffles, sort of. Everybody was given a house and a number, and then you put, in the Facebook Lives, you put your number in the chat. And mine was a fluke. Mine was a fluke win. So technically I shouldn't have gotten anything, but the number that was called was 29. And they said it was me, but it wasn't me. My number was 26, but because they said it was me, they drew something for me. And people know my obsession with Autumn Lane stitchery charts. And look what was pulled. Like, amazing. Amazing. So this is Matilda the Pumpkin Witch. So this arrived from the lovely ladies at the Black Needle Society, which is incredible. And then the last little bits I have is another lot of happy mail from Tracy at Pocket Pup Creations. Oh, I said it right that time. Yay. So we were talking in DMs, and we were talking about the Black Needle Vault, I think. It was like a month ago. And I mentioned that I wanted to get, I wanted a chart, but it had sold out in the vault, so I was waiting for it to be released by Autumn Lane. And she said she had it, and I said, you know, that's, you know, if keep it, like it's yours. And she's like, I'm not going to stitch it. I'm like, all right, I'll pay for it. She's like, don't worry about it. I'll just chuck it in the post. And she did. And like, Tracy, you're lovely. It's like so nice. So that chart is Beauty and the Beast. And I fell in love with this when I saw the unboxings for the, I think it was the May box. It was the Mermaids, Dragons and Unicorns box. That was the box. Listen, who knows what month it was? My brain is stuffed. Look at how stunning. Well, don't mind the glare, but look at how stunning that is. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. I love it. I'm getting quite a collection of Autumn Lane, and I'm not mad about it. But thank you so much, Tracy. Like, it just makes my heart happy. And, sorry, she also said she was going to send me something with the package, because Camp Black Needle Society happened at the start of the month, mid-month. Listen, this month, sometime in August, it happened. And Tracy was going, as were a bunch of other lucky people in America, and the rest of us are stuck in Australia, like, it's too far for us to fly. But, you know, it was just, from what I saw, so jealous. Like, it was just, it looked like such an amazing time. Anyway, get to the point. Tracy sent me something that she was giving out at Camp Black Needle, and I'm trying to open it without making noise. Fail. And it was something she was giving out at camp, in little pink packaging. And she sent me something, so it was like I was there, and I just thought that was so nice. So the first thing is Camp BNS Crew, which is a sticker, and I absolutely love this. It's so cute. And then she made, let's remove the card at the back. She made floss drops. And this is what it looks like. And they're amazing. So I believe she's from Fargo. But she made floss drops and she included a ring. And I love them. And I purposely have not done anything with them because I wanted to show you all like how amazing they are. I'll have Tracy's details down below. She's also got an Etsy store, so I'll have that link down below. But it is Pocket Pup Creations. And that's all her details. She makes amazing project bags and needle minders, by the way. Go treat yourself. Thank you so much, Tracy. Makes my little heart happy. That's all I've got. I'm sure Ross is going to have a great time editing this video and the hot mess express that I am. That's all I got. Do all the YouTubey things. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.